I think is extremely important because we are talking about mindset. The resistance to go for, ICT and actually, developing one's skills. After a certain age, belonging to a certain generation, we have this resistance built within us that we can't do it, we shouldn't do it. But I think through awareness building this can be done. Similarly, if you go to the Union Parishad level, I was very surprised at how people were interested in going into actually this ICT and actually, trying out their skill levels in doing this. I think what we are into now actually tells us an idea as to where we'll be going in a few years' time. Connectivity, I think, has come out as an important area of concern. How do we do it? Of course, we have to think about how the private sector, but in the context of connectivity, I would say the government, the public sector is very, very important in providing that. Because as private citizens, we have access to, to the private sector in getting, for example, this modem, which I just wanted to mention this because I have been using it, and it's a wonderful way of actually communicating not only within the country with every level of administration and whoever I want to connect, but also internationally. So it's extremely important that some kind of effort on the part of government, because it's expensive. It is not easily accessible by the ordinary citizen, who I believe has most need to actually get into the government system. So I think if this can be, so what I'm trying to say is that it should be clearly, sort of planned which are the areas where the government should come in a big way, and which are the areas in which the private sector will be brought in to get the best results. This is all I wanted to say. Thank you very much.
I think Ms. Dr. you were Mr. Rama and then Ms. Dr. But before that, just now I have been informed that this program is on the air, right? Live, being live telecast. On the web. I didn't know that. Anyway, that's good development. We are always connected. I think we have received some comments. Let us see before we move to Mr. Rama. Can you please read out?
Thank you, sir. Yes, it is being broadcast through the web, and the people at large have access to it. We have so far received 3 comments. One from Mr. Iqbal Hussain. He commented that to ensure a pro-citizen civil service, you have to ensure innovative interoperability between the ministries. Foreign investor does not like to invest in Bangladesh because of the slow processing among the different ministries. How about ministries will communicate among themselves, and we, the investor, do not have to run after different related ministries? That means he has basically pointed out the coordination among the different ministries so that it's become easier people to do business.
Not really coordination. He wanted to see that the process is shortened, and then he should go one place, and again it is a kind of joint or corporate concept that then possibly we can think we can mention about the one-stop service being delivered by the district administration. Maybe he's possibly, I don't know, he's possibly hinting that investor will come to BOI and he will get the things done by BOI, and the investor should not go from pillar to post for getting permission, blah, 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 blah. I think if it is BOI, if he goes to Ministry of Industries, the industry ministry should be capable enough to give all the services he needs to get the things done, and he can start the work. That is what possibly he is saying. Next one. I think we should I think you have also mentioned in your presentation that the interoperability and all these things, but I'm sure that is on the table and current discussion, and this is quite important for delivery of services in fact. So this is a point we noted very carefully. The second one?
The second person who has sent this comment is called Mr. Rakib. He said, is there any plan of scrutinizing ICT expert in the every ministry who will guide the digital initiative of their respective ministries? The third comment that came from Mr. Mahfouz said, Janab Anilke Dhonnobad, সরকারি পর্যায়ে এই ধরনের চিন্তা ভাবনা দেখে আশঙ্কিত হচ্ছি, শুধু কাগজে নয় কাজে প্রতিফলন দেখতে চাই. What he essentially meant that the initiative taken at the public service is laudable, but they do not like to see in black and white. They want to see some actionable plan.
There's good comments. I think it's good that this forum has created a kind of thoughtful encouragement, created some debate and discussion. Anyway, Mr. Ramar Dotto, after me? Okay, Mr. Ramar.
Thank you, sir. I have a very small observation. Yes, my name is A.M. Abdurrahman. I am Director General Printing and Publication, Minister of Establishment. I have a very small observation. The policy of the government is to expand the ICT facilities to the people. Especially, I want to focus on the telephone policy of the government 2004 perhaps. The government officer having a telephone at the residence and he has been given some amount of money. What we can do without making further expenses with a given amount of money, for example, in case of a deputy secretary is entitled for 1,500 taka per month. Now it is seen there, from my experience, what amount I have allotted, I cannot spend it. If the policy is like that, the money allocated for using the residential telephone, the senior officials or officials that have to telephone in the residence, they could be given the chance to have a connectivity from the BTCL, and that could be easily done. What I see from my telephone bill, every time I have telephone connectivity as well as broadband connectivity of BTCL. The BTCL bill is coming same form. So if the option is given to the user, if he uses the telephone for making dial as well as for internet, and it could be easily done. So I am proposing to think about this. Number one. Number two, it has been mentioned in the paper that at the senior level, the use of the ICT is very poor compared to the new entrants or the junior level. In this case, I think whether it could be thought before making placement, before making any posting, or if possible, in case of promotion, it will be very tough. Whether the people, whether the incumbent, the civil servant, have sufficient qualification to become a leader, change leader or leader of the ICT, it could be taken into consideration, especially in case of posting. Number three is that for quite a long time I was focal point of ministerial establishment in case of to access to information project. Whenever I am out from here, now I have been totally disconnected. So my suggestion is that if the focal point should be extended to the head of the departments or directorates, so we can take more people in our umbrella. Sir, I draw your attention, sir. If the head of the departments, of different ministers' division can be brought under the umbrella of the ICT focal point, I think it will be very useful for them. In short, these are the submissions for consideration. Thank you.
Yes, in fact, that's a good proposal, and the government and the Minister of Establishment is thinking, and we have already prepared a revision of the telephone Nidhivala 2004, and we are thinking basically